But what about Orthodoxy struck you as non-Calvinist? Like, what are the differences, the big differences?
So, Calvinism is not just predestination and the sort of strict soteriology or salvation doctrines. It's also iconoclasm, which ends up, I think, affecting one's view of art and aesthetics.
Idol smashing?
Correct. It's also very rigid in terms of its view of social structure, church and state. The more I read the church fathers, the more I got into that kind of a theology, I realized that like Calvinistic sort of republicanism doesn't really match up with Byzantine imperialism or monarchy, the traditional views of the church's take on governance. But long story short, again, Calvinism, I think, it's antithetical to the first 1,000 years of Christianity, not so much because of those aesthetic or cultural issues. It's also Christologically errant in that the whole idea of what salvation is ultimately one's legal standing in terms of justification by faith alone or penal substitutionary atonement. This idea that you're justified by God through a sort of notional acceptance of a set of ideas, and then God's attitude towards you changes. So it's dispositional, but it's not focused on an actual ontological change in the person. Orthodox theology is very different. God's disposition is based not on purely a legal stance, but on your actual ontological change. So a metaphysical change in you versus a dispositional attitude.